right, happy Sunday night, everybody. We are live talking about weather. We have a few things and changes on the way for tomorrow morning. So we have a system moving through that'll drag a cold front through tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. And that'll spark off a couple of showers in the area and a couple of storms as well. So we'll talk about timing, and here's a sneak peek at that. So it's an alert for tomorrow morning. If you're driving anywhere, commuting back to work between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, that will be when the roads are a little wet. Visibility will be down a little bit. And likely a few slowdowns will occur tomorrow morning. So get ready for that cold front tomorrow morning. Today's high was 85. Tomorrow's forecast high probably in the mid to upper 70s. So a few degrees cooler tomorrow for your Monday to kick off the new week. But also, again, a chance for some rain primarily in the morning. Towards the afternoon this time tomorrow, it's clear, it's breezy, and it is quiet. But tomorrow morning will be a little active. So more on that in a second. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Join the conversation here on Kent's 5. We're talking all things weather for the next 10 to 20 minutes. And again, if you have any questions, if you're traveling, we'll talk about future radar, anything you want to know. We can talk about it in the forecast right now. 85 again, today's high, really warm, right? So normal for November 17th, for example, is 71. That's the normal high temperature we typically see in the middle of the month, this time of year. Morning low was 59, typical is 49. So both the morning low and our daytime high were above average. Shocker. It's been pretty much the theme all fall long, right? I mean, this entire fall season, we've had a couple of cold snaps, but so far, I mean, when you look at it collectively and overall, it's been fairly warm, unseasonal. We had days in the 80s and 90s, the last couple of months, but now we're starting to slowly cool down. 85 again, not bad, but it is warm for November standards. No rain today. We saw a lot of cloud cover move in. Maybe a sprinkle or two out there this evening, but otherwise it is going to be quiet, dry, and cloudy. 79 at the airport, 79 at Stinson. It is breezy to windy, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. Let's take a look at some of the wind gusts out there. I do want to start with that because when you walk outside right now, if you're wrapping things up for weekend plans tonight, you will notice a wind out there. Sustained winds probably 15 to 25 miles an hour, and then occasional gusts will be above 25 to 30 in the area, and that's what you're seeing right now. Wind gusts, so the on and off winds that are maxing out at 25 to maybe 30 around Bexar County, around the hill country up I-35. So it is a breezy to windy night, and it was warm. It was not November-like, it was more spring-like outside. 85 the high, near 90 at Seguin, above 90 at Pearsall and Cotulla. It was 92 at George West and Beeville, so more summer-like heat south of Highway 90 and I-10. Right now, temperatures, again, you can see it's pretty comfortable in the 70s, make it great, and the breeziness makes it also nice. 79 at the airport, 80 at Hondo, 80 at Floresville, 88 out south, I should say 80, right? 80 in Seguin. 80 at New Braunfels, 85 at Pearsall. We have some 60s far northwest towards Rock Springs, Real County, and west of San Antonio. So here comes our change in the weather pattern. Much cooler this week, as you can see. Two cold fronts moving through. First one tomorrow morning, and the second one will be early Wednesday. So we have a lot to break down. Drew's asking, is there any hail associated with these storms tomorrow morning? Doesn't look like it. I think the extent of tomorrow morning's rain, a couple of localized heavy rainfall amounts, maybe some lightning and maybe some gusty winds, but I don't think hail is going to be a huge concern just because of the time of day. When you look at hail producing thunderstorms, a big ingredient is humidity and heat and also upper level support. But what helps fuel very powerful thunderstorms that produce hail is a large updraft. And what you need for that is a lot of hot air, and that's what you typically get in the cooking of daytime heat. And the fact that we're seeing morning rain move in, maybe a couple of thunderstorms, we just don't have the heat that's available tomorrow morning to activate hail-producing thunderstorms. Is it a possibility? Yeah, but the threat is very, very low. If anything, just some moderate to heavy rain tomorrow morning, mostly light activity, I think, with a couple of pockets of maybe lightning. I would say that's isolated, and some gusty winds. But the severe weather threat, it is low for tomorrow morning, a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather risk. Mainly just some good, much-needed rain because we do need it. So again, two cold fronts in the forecast, the first of which is pushing through tomorrow morning. The second one is early Wednesday. And what that's going to do is really keep our temperatures cool for the next several days, at least through Friday and Saturday. So for the next 5 to 6 days, really going to be nice. Severe weather outlook. You can see San Antonio not technically included. I mean, northwest Bexar County is in a level 1 out of 5. The main threat is farther northwest towards like San Angelo, far west Texas is in a level 2 out of 5, that yellow color you're seeing on that map. We saw a lot of cloud cover move in today in the mid to high levels, not really producing any rain. You can see as of these last several frames, we have a few showers east on I-10, maybe near Schulenburg, toward LaGrange, right there. That's the last frame. A couple of light showers out there, and a lot of moisture, like almost a conveyor belt of rain moving through northern Valverde County today. Not so much in Del Rio, but in central and western Valverde County. Saw some pretty good rain earlier on Sunday afternoon, earlier today. Let's talk about what to expect. So I'm going to have to adjust this, so bear with me. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Luis, any rain for San Antonio tonight? This evening, mainly drizzle, patchy drizzle, maybe a light shower, mostly holding off until tomorrow morning. 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. is when there will be a few showers, which we'll talk about in a second, and maybe a couple of isolated storms. But no hail. We're not expecting much of a severe weather threat. Jacob, happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to Liz. Okay. Anything for Divine from Alan? Probably more of the same for San Antonio and Divine. Alan, light rain tomorrow morning, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m., and then a couple of pockets of heavy rain and maybe some lightning. But the severe weather threat is pretty low for tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Drew. Appreciate it. Again, when it's going to get cold? Well, Thursday morning, we're forecasting morning temperatures like in the 40s. The hill country may dip down into the mid to upper 30s early Thursday and early Friday. So that's considered cold. That's what I think is cold. Daytime highs will stay very comfortable and if not near seasonal normal, like mid to upper 60s Thursday and then near 70 on Friday. So it's going to be a lot cooler, and I think we'll primarily feel that in the morning and late night hours because the air will be so dry and the temperature just swings and falls off so quickly late at night and early in the morning. So we do have some changes on the way. Paul, tomorrow is your wife's birthday. Are we getting a lot of rain tomorrow? Mostly in the morning, Paul. I would say by mid-morning, 11 a.m., lunchtime, 12/1, skies are clearing. And then the rest of the day tomorrow is going to be sunny. It's primarily in the morning when it's a little rainy, a little ugly, a little cloudy and dreary outside. But again, after lunchtime, skies clear and it's going to be a beautiful day. It will be breezy. So if you're having any outdoor plans for your family's birthday, Paul, it will be breezy behind this first cold front. Tomorrow by 3 and 4 o'clock, it'll be sunny. Winds will be moving around 15 to maybe 25 miles an hour. So it'll be windy and a lot cooler tomorrow. Probably highs near the mid to upper 70s. Are we ever going to get snow, Drew? Well, I was looking at that recently. Last time it snowed in San Antonio was 2021, right? The winter storm. And I was looking back at the data, and what I found out that on average, since probably 1980, it snows in South Central and South Texas once every 4 to 5 years. That's just an average. Obviously, some ranges will be different, but that's what we got from the data. So we haven't seen snow in San Antonio since 2021. It's 2024. Based on that trend, we're not expecting anything this year, but hopefully maybe next year or the year after. But it does happen every 4 to 5 years. On average, not every 4 to 5 years, but on average here in South and Central Texas. Any tornado chances? No, Dakota. We're not expecting any tornadoes. No, we are not. There is a small severe weather threat, but mainly out west and mainly out east tomorrow. Only a small chance of an isolated storm producing lightning and some gusty winds. But I don't think we're going to see any of that tomorrow morning. Mostly just kind of light to moderate rain early Monday. Let me adjust the timing on this front, so bear with me, guys, and I'll answer more questions. I know a lot of folks always want to be up to date on what to expect when colder air moves in. So there's the cold front right there. Moves through sometime around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's the first of two. And then you can see by the rest of the day, it's clear. Clouds move out east and move towards Houston. It'll take some of the rain with it as well towards the coast in southeast Texas. And then again, by tomorrow night, 4, 5, 6 p.m., we're clear, we're breezy, and we're a lot cooler. Because tonight's overnight low, we're forecasting tomorrow morning like 67, 68, so it's going to be a lot warmer tonight, but by this time tomorrow night, 7, 8 o'clock, it'll be right around the mid-60s, so a lot cooler behind this next system. So there it is right there. Let's just leave it at that because I'm updating that timing right there. Drew, thank you so much. Yeah, Ken's 5 has some of the best Mets around. Me, Bill, Paul, Maggie, Jeremy Baker, we're all loving giving updates on the weather. Can we ever get the Spurs to win? I mean, they're doing okay. I mean, I know they lost last night to the Mavericks, but it's off to a decent start, right? You got to progressively get there, Drew. George, you love this weather. Yeah, me too. I think this is perfect. I mean, I know highs were in the 80s today, and that's warm for November, but I do like that it's, dry. It's not as hot, right? The humidity is not as elevated, so it feels great outside despite it being warmer than normal. It's not official until Paul Morello says. I know, he's been here a long time, man. Yeah, he's a lead meteorologist here at Ken's 5. He's one of the best. How will the weather be in Lytle? Sorry, I stepped away, and y'all are the best. Thank you so much, Sandra. Tomorrow morning, a little dreary in Lytle, probably mid to upper 60s tomorrow morning. Won't need the jacket, you'll need the umbrella, because in Lytle and around the San Antonio metro, probably on and off light morning rain tomorrow and a couple of pockets of heavy rain around 8 and 9 a.m., which you can see right here. Let's stop the clock at 5 a.m. and then fast forward to 7 a.m., a couple of areas of drizzle, maybe some mist, and then by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, that's when a couple of isolated to scattered pockets of rain can move through, maybe producing some lightning. And then same thing for Seguin, Floresville, Gonzales. This front should be out of our area by lunchtime, and it is mostly sunny and clear for the rest of the day. So again, big takeaway, morning rain and a couple of downpours tomorrow around 7, 8, and 9 a.m. All of this clearing out by lunchtime. So we're sunny and nice and comfortable and a lot cooler for tomorrow afternoon. How much rain are we looking at? Probably around 1/10 of an inch, maybe localized areas a little bit more towards Bernie, up I-35, Kerrville, Kendall County, Blanco County, maybe a little bit more. The less rain, it will be south of San Antonio. So if you're watching from Pleasanton, for example, Devine, mainly towards Cotulla and Laredo, Carrizo Springs, Pearsall, for example, a lot less rain. So it'll mainly be around the north side of Bexar County, up farther north towards Austin and Fredericksburg is where our area will see the most rain. And at that, I would say up to 1/2 inch at some isolated areas. Most areas seeing 1/10 to maybe 1/4 tomorrow morning. And then skies clear for the rest of the day tomorrow with the cold front moving through. As a matter of fact, here's cold front number 2, guys. So it moves through Wednesday morning. So one tomorrow morning, one early Wednesday, and that'll keep highs. Some forecast models say highs in the mid to upper 60s Wednesday and Thursday as well. So it's going to be a lot cooler. Also breezy, humidity will be out. This second one comes through mostly dry. I doesn't really think like it's going to bring any rain with it because tomorrow morning's front will bring some rain, but Wednesday morning's front won't bring much rain at all. It doesn't look like anything's going to materialize behind it. But anyway, and then Thursday morning is when it gets even colder. Our overnight lows will probably drop into the lower 40s, and then Hill Country County is probably mid to upper 30s. So it's going to get a lot cooler. Bring it on, Mijo. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let it rain from Barbara. Yeah, we're waiting for the rain tomorrow morning. Mostly light activity, but a couple of pockets of heavy rain will be possible tomorrow early. So leave a little extra early if you're back to work, back to school, back to anything you're doing on your schedule for tomorrow. It will be a little damp and wet tomorrow morning. Leave a little extra early. Overnight forecast, 68 degrees. It'll remain breezy tonight, so that should reduce the fog, but tomorrow morning, dreary, a little wet because of the on and off light rain. And then by 8 a.m., a couple of downpours moving through as cold front number 1 moves through. Tomorrow, 75, mostly between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m., the best chance at seeing some on and off rain and a couple of thunderstorms. Also breezy tomorrow, but from the west-northwest, not from the southeast, ranging from 15 to maybe 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunrise at 7 a.m. Here's the 14-day forecast, guys. It is going to be an interesting week and really dry. I mean, I would say besides tomorrow, we're not looking at much rain in the extended forecast. 81 Tuesday, so a quick recovery Tuesday, and then cold front number 2 moves in Wednesday morning, a high of 70. Maybe some models again say upper 60s Wednesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very cool and comfortable. The mornings will be chilly to cold. So early Wednesday, 53 to 54. Early Thursday, 43 to 44, right around that area. And then Friday morning, about 44 to 45. And then, take off a few more degrees for Kerrville, for Bernie, for Fredericksburg, for Comfort, for anywhere towards Rock Springs, anywhere across the hill country early Thursday and early Friday. It may dip down into the 30s, and we haven't seen temperatures that cold probably since February. So it's been a while since we've seen temperatures in the overnights in the 40s and the 30s, and we're expecting that pre-dawn Thursday and pre-dawn Friday. Daytime highs by the weekend, a little warmer, mid to upper 70s. Next weekend looks to be beautiful, partly cloudy, sunny. And then by Thanksgiving week, a quick recovery in temperatures by the 25th and 26th. But I think right at or before Thanksgiving, another cold front will move through, and that'll drop daytime highs a lot closer to normal. So as of tonight, and obviously things may change in the days ahead as we get more data in, update some of the forecast models. Right now, Thanksgiving looks to be clear, sunny, and cool, a high near 68. And the nights and the evenings and the mornings will be chilly in the 50s and probably upper 40s. But again, a lot can change between now and next weekend and Thanksgiving, and we'll update as we get more information in. As a matter of fact, download the KENS 5 app. It is free. We have constant weather updates from our local Mets. We have me, Paul, Bill, Maggie, Jeremy. The whole KENS 5 weather team constantly sends out, local weather updates, especially when weather rolls in, whether that's severe weather, cold weather, tropical weather. We didn't talk about it, but the tropics are still a little active in this part of November, which is kind of rare. Hurricane season goes until November 30th, but you don't really see tropical storms and hurricanes too often in November, but we still have some activity in the Caribbean, and I think that'll move towards Florida. But anyway, we have constant updates on the tropics, cold fronts, rain events. Download the KENS 5 app. Again, it's in the App Store. It's free, and we have consistent, consecutive weather updates from our KENS 5 weather team. Drew, thank you so much. Sandra, interesting. Oh, yeah, you're ready for Thanksgiving, Sandra. Absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's going to be beautiful. Right now the models are saying a cold front by Tuesday or Wednesday next week, and that'll set up a beautiful Thanksgiving. Of course, we'll give you any updates as they become available. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy Sunday night. We're upon the work week. And the weather this week will be a little bit of a roller coaster. I would say have a couple layers handy for early Thursday, early Friday. That's why we have an alert set, because the mornings will be cold in the 40s and the hill country probably the upper 30s, with clear skies and a lot of sunshine heading through the rest of the week. Rain chances return right before Thanksgiving, but right now, mostly dry in the forecast. Tomorrow morning rain, if you're just joining us, we're wrapping things up, but tomorrow morning's rain will be primarily between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. After lunchtime, skies clear. We're mostly sunny for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and setting up a beautiful week ahead with another push of colder air on Wednesday. So again, tomorrow morning, as you can see, it's only highlighted on one half of the panel on November 18th. Tomorrow, mostly 50% coverage on rain in the morning, and then by the afternoon and evening hours, we are clear when we're sunny with a high of 75. All right, guys, have a wonderful week and be safe, and we'll talk to you later. Tune in to KENS 5 News at 10 in about a couple hours for another update on weather, local news, sports, everything you need to know in San Antonio. Have a great week, guys, and be safe and enjoy the cooler weather on the way.